Hey, what's up, Charles? Just giving you an update on the status of your minivan. I got the old transmission out, as you can see right there. Let's see, we got all the pieces on the new one is already on. The shift solenoids, as you can see, it's got a little inline filter we got on there. You see all the electrical. Let me take this off for a second because this mount broke. Well, it's busted already, so you know, if you wanted to do something about that now, we can. If it's something you want to wait and do some other time, that's okay too. So just let me know what you want to do. But this is actually a transmission mount. It's a little busted, so there's a few other mounts, so it's really not as critical, but you know, it is broke. So whatever, if you want to get that taken care of now, we'll do it. If you want to wait another time, that's fine too. So let me here's the two transmissions. So you see we got the old one out and there's a new one sitting next to it. Let me take you over to the van and show you what I mean about the cooler. As you can see, man, this is the subframe. The whole frame in the front, which is called the subframe, has got to be removed out of the vehicle. So it's quite a job, man. I gave you a good deal on it. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm gonna need a light. Let me take you back here, Charles, so I can grab a light real quick. Hold on for a second, man. All right, so I'm gonna take you under and show you the rear main seal that we're gonna go ahead and replace. So let me take you up under here. With the transmission removed, you can see the flywheel. Let me have that like this. So you can see the flywheel here. Now if you were to remove those bolts, all those bolts around that perimeter there, and you slide that flywheel out, there's what's called a rear main seal behind that flywheel. Now if that seal leaks, you'll get an oil leak in between the engine and the transmission around that area, and a lot of people mistake it as an oil pan, but it's in fact the rear main seal. So we're going to go ahead and replace that seal while we're here. That'll save you a little bit of money in the future. So I wanted to show you that. Also, I was going to show you the cooler lines. Okay, here's the transmission lines here, and they go into the transmission. Okay, you can see where these lines lead. They lead into the radiator. That's the bottom of the radiator. There's one, and there's another one right there. So there's a mini cooler inside of here. It's called an internal radiator trans cooler. So that's the purpose of swapping this radiator out, is so you could get a new cooler, because this stuff's got nasty fluid in there from that other one. You don't want that stuff in there. We want fresh, clean fluid, a fresh, clean cooler for it, and then also there's an external cooler that came with it, and I'll show you that in a second. Alright, let me take you around here. And this actually came with the transmission. I'm going to install it for you. I won't charge you nothing extra to install it. I think it's a good idea to install it. One of these guys. These things are a lifesaver. So I'm going to put this in. It looks like a little radiator. We're going to mount it behind your grill. So it's going to go from the transmission into the radiator, out the radiator, through the grill, into this cooler, and back into the transmission. So the fluid will be cooled twice before it gets back inside the transmission. So that's just ensuring that the transmission that we put in there will last you a long time. You know, it's just cheap insurance to you know, keep this thing. You know, these things have a reputation for going out, so we're gonna do the best we can to keep this transmission alive as long as we can. You know, considering how well they built it, I don't know, but assuming everything's built correctly in this one and everything's fine, we're gonna do everything we can to protect it and to keep it running. So anyway, that's the update. I look forward to seeing you later. All right, Charles.